Hello, this is Lucas, and today we're going to be looking at the Vincordor V3306B Fire of the Sky. This is the second version of this that Vincordor have put out. It's an oversized knockoff of Siege Jetfire, but this is the shattered glass version. So the standard release was issued a while back. They've just put out this shattered glass version, and it's just a blown up masterpiece scale copy of Siege Jetfire, which is a great figure. I have a copy of Siege Jetfire that was my main Jetfire for a while until I got Fans Toys Phoenix and I passed my Siege copy on to my sons. I don't think there's any rumours that Fans Toys are going to be doing a shattered glass version of Phoenix in the near future, certainly. I've not seen anything. I'm not a fan of the masterpiece Jetfire, Skyfire mould. I think it's a bit too accurate. I think it looks a bit derpy, a bit strangely proportioned. I prefer the heroic portions of the Fans Toys one, and I prefer the chunky proportions of the Siege mold. So this has just come out and I figured I'd pick one of these up to go in my shattered glass collection, which is not very big, but I've got a few shattered glass pieces and I think it will go well against Phoenix. So I'm going to be having a quick look at it today, showing him in both modes, not doing an on-screen transformation. Do a few comparisons. I will of course compare it with the original Siege Jetfire so you can see how it differs in terms of scale. I'll show it with a few other shattered glass pieces. Unfortunately, my copy of Fans Toys Phoenix is currently in storage, so we won't see it with that, but I will be sure to show it with some other masterpiece scale figures so you can see how he shapes up. First of all, we'll take a quick run through his accessories. He basically comes with the same accessories that Siege Jetfire does, but with a couple of extras, or one extra really. He still has his chest plate, which you can put on him for his armoured up mode. All of it, by the way, is quite nicely painted. I've not got any complaints about the finish on this. He comes with the same two arm cannons, or leg cannons if you prefer. As with a lot of the Siege stuff, there's ports all over the figure, so you can pop things wherever you like really, but I think these are supposed to be arm cannons. He comes with the same four missile attachments, which again have the ports so you can plug them in a variety of places, and are you can take them apart to mess with them. He comes with the same rifle, which is either a double-barreled rifle, which he was holding at the start of the video, or as with the Siege, you can split it into two separate rifles. Change that handle so it's not central. And tolerances on this are very solid. There you go. So you can have two rifles instead of one. Comes with the battle mask, which has the nice transparent green there. This is one issue I have noticed. They've made a change to the head in that it now has a light up feature, and it comes with batteries installed. There he is. Now, on the original, the panel in the center of his forehead pushed in, you could depress it in order to receive this mask, which has a raised peg there. Now, because the center of the forehead does not depress on this version, the mask doesn't lock securely into place. it does sit there, but as soon as you move the figure, it will fall off. It's not the end of the world. It's something that could be fixed with a bit of blue tack or something, but worth mentioning that they've made that change. He comes with blast effects. It's the same shape blast effects as came with the original, but I was going to say slightly bigger, but just check. No, I think they're the same. They're about the same length, but look slightly wider, and they're made out of a slightly tougher material. The originals are very, very bendy because it's a child's toy. But these are a bit, still have some flex in them, but not quite as much flex. And of course, they come in the nice blue, which the shattered glass ones do. Just to confirm, my Siege Jetfire is not the shattered glass one, it's the standard one. Now, in addition to all of those are like-for-like accessories that you got with the first one. This figure, the Vincordor, also comes with a flight stand. The flight stand is made of die cast with this plastic insert that you can insert in two different ways, made of nice transparent plastic. So this is new, and as well as being a flight stand, you can attach it to the bottom of the jet mode to tidy up the bottom of the jet. Although, of course, if you did that, you wouldn't then have a flight stand. But it's a nice additional feature that you get with this that's not included with the original. Another, I guess, accessory is in the cockpit you do have the piece that you can pull out, the solid piece, which I won't bother getting out now. On the original Jetfire, you do have the option to put headmasters in as a pilot here, and there are two seats inside the back again that you can put headmasters in. This has the same ports, but of course everything's slightly bigger because it's a blown up figure. Speaking of size and blow up, let's get the original out and see how they compare side by side. Okay, so a few comparisons. Here he is next to the original Siege Jetfire. This one, by the way, has had some Toy Hacks stickers applied, so he looks slightly different to what he did off the shelf. He's also slightly yellowed with age now. I've had this since it was first released, and as I mentioned, it's been passed on to my sons who enjoy playing with it. To the head, the original is about 12 inches, just under 30 centimeters. This one comes to approximately 14.5 inches, about 38 centimeters. And I don't usually bother weighing them, but for those who wish to know, this is 666 grams, and this is 1,122 grams. So over a kilo, considerably more heavy. So that's how they shape up. It's one of my few other shattered glass figures. So there he is next to a mainline Voyager, I don't know, mainline shattered glass Soundwave, which again has had some toy hacks applied. Obviously, he dwarfs that because this is now masterpiece scale. Something that's a bit more in keeping with the scale, you've got the transform element shattered glass Optimus Prime. See, he comes just up to waist level, so he's a big figure. Fit well with a masterpiece collection. And one of my few other shattered glass masterpiece figures, also fourth party. and I've done a review of this guy on my channel. He's slightly loose because it's the knockoff of Fans Toys Cyclonus in shattered glass colours. Again, towering over him. So yeah, it's a big bot, and will fit well with your masterpiece collection. So overall thoughts on quality, finish, tolerances. I think this is a fine figure. It's fairly well toleranced. The limbs hold their own weight. They have, ratchets where you need ratchets. It does pretty much everything that the original one does. There's a few tight tolerances. As you saw earlier, trying to unfold some of the gun handles are a bit tight. These bits here on his waist tips that are supposed to slide forwards to release these handles for other figures to hang on to, they're very tight. I'm not too worried about that gimmick though. The mask I've mentioned doesn't quite stay on because they made the design choice to put batteries in the head. Not a huge problem. In terms of the ports, let me just check. I can't recall if they've changed them from 5mm ports. Yeah, the ports feel slightly loose on the original's accessories. So I think they've also been scaled up, whereas the new accessories fit in very snugly. And everything works as it should. And plug the chest in, which is always a bit difficult to do because it's a blind connection, especially on camera, but that works just fine. It's still got the gimmick with the hands whereby, if you're not familiar with the original, it's got some auto-morphing where when he closes his hands, the port to hold the guns comes out, which is quite clever. That works just fine. And he holds his weapons. If I can get this in, he does hold the weapons just fine. And the missiles, which you can plug in as you wish. By opening these top wing tips, you can reveal these pegs, which enable you to plug in accessories. I can't remember if this is the recommended way to plug in all these accessories, but it's the way I used to do it. So you can get him fully armored up with the mask that doesn't stay on too well. And I don't know if you can see that, but with the glowing eyes. As I say, it comes with batteries installed. I'll probably take the batteries out of it so they don't go off and corrode. But everything works as it should. It looks great. Let's just get the other one armored up and do a side-by-side comparison of them both in armored up mode. Then I'll get them transformed. And then they both are armored up with all the gear, looking good. I haven't put a faction logo on the chest plate yet. Oh yeah, he does have the same gimmick with the revolving chest plate. Whereby you can spin it round to put more than one faction logo on. And that's another area where the tolerances are, if anything, just a little too tight. It sort of depends which way you spin it, but it does spin round fine. I think it looks much better in this colour scheme with the shattered glass Autobot logo personally, because obviously it's purple and goes with the purple colour scheme, but you've got the option for two faction logos. just as you did with the original. There, I made him look a bit messy now. There he is. Oh, and I put some blue tack in his head to stop his mask falling off, which works just fine. Okay, I'll get these both into their jet modes so we can try to fit them both in the space to compare them. Back in a bit. Okay, so here we are with the alt mode. I don't know quite how I'm going to show you this because they're both pretty big and cumbersome in alt mode. Let's just get this one out of the way for a second so I can show you the flight stand, which is pretty sturdy. And one of the reasons it is so sturdy is because it plugs in at two places. It plugs in here and here. I'm not too worried about the flight stand because I'm probably going to display this guy in, oh my word, it plugs in very securely. Let's just leave that there for now. Yeah, it plugs in two places. It's very secure. It's, oh, that's going to stay there. There you go. Yeah, it's very big. There they are, as side by side as I can get them. That one's just gone out of frame. And transformation wise, it went okay. It's pretty much the same as the Siege for transformation. I struggled a little to get the boosters plugged into the boosters. Getting the arms lined up inside underneath was a bit of a wrestle, but I think it always was with Jetfire. And I got them lined up okay in the end. It has all the same let me just see if I can get this flight stand out. Give me a second. Okay, that flight stand plugs in very snugly into the bottom of this. I had to do a lot of wiggle to get it back out again, but it did come out. Which is good because I'm probably not going to display it on its flight stand. I'm probably going to display it in robot mode. It does have its landing gear on which you can shuffle it back and forth. It doesn't feel like it's rolling terribly well, but the wheels do roll. The other thing you can do with the flight stand is plug it into the bottom of the alt mode to cover up all this unsightly armage. And that plugs in very easily and doesn't hold too well, but it does plug in. Let's just see, the landing gear does still come out with that in place. So if you're worried about the underside of the jet mode being a bit unsightly, which would be a strange thing to worry about, you could put that in place to cover it up. So there's another option for you. So yeah, all round, it's pretty good. Yeah, this was the other part that's slightly problematic with the transformation. Just getting this plugged in securely, but with a bit of wiggling you can get it in. But ultimately, the alt mode does come together nicely. It does come together neatly. That gappage through there is just part of the design, and it's common on the original. So again, it's just comparable with the original, but blown up. Very good. Okay. Oh, one final thing before we get to final thoughts. The accessories, I'm never too worried about accessories storage personally and things you can do with accessories, but pretty much all of the accessories for Jetfire can be turned into this drone thing, which in robot mode, if you really wanted to, you could plug onto his back. In alt mode, you can plug into the top of the jet to have a ridiculous array of guns and missiles, or I don't know if it's supposed to be a drone as well, but again, something that the original did, which you can also do. Oh, yeah, this doesn't hold on terribly well, but it's a thing. Something that you can also do with this is make the drone weapon plug-on thing. Okay, final thoughts on the Vincordor Fire of the Sky Siege Oversize Jetfire. It's a recommend from me. It's a great figure. It's only about £70. I picked this up from Shozy Store. That's less than the original Siege figure, but it's oversized, comes with extra accessories, like the flight stand, the light up features, good tolerances overall, good finish overall, fits in well with a masterpiece style collection. You could even get it for your mainline collection if you don't mind him towering over the other bots. Once again, this is the masterpiece scale transform element Optimus Prime. Fits in well. I'm very happy with it. So yeah, recommend from me. I hope this has been helpful for you. I'm Lucas. Thanks for watching.